my massage neuromuscular therapist, Steve Murphy, who's been working on me on and off since actually helped me for my first professional win, 2000 Night of Champions. I actually credit him a lot to changing my physique and putting me over the top. And I worked with him 2000 on every year. Even while I'm in Vegas, I still drive out here, fly out here to get tissue work from him. So he knows my body probably better than anyone. So it's good to actually see him and get as much as I can in with him when I'm down this way. So as the show gets closer, I might actually come here like I did. 2005, I actually drove out every week and saw Steve, but seeing what my schedule's like, I might try to do that again this year and see what it prevents.
Hey Jay, congratulations.
Thanks, man. Thank you. How you doing?
On your win earlier.
Thanks.
That was awesome.
Hopefully we'll do it again this week.
What are you weighing? 405
No.
pounds or just?
I'm not big right now. I'm small.
Come on.
I'm small.
Come on, dude. What are you weighing?
I haven't been training that much.
Right.
I've been overseas.
You don't have to train.
See, Steve, you gotta keep coming, dude. Like I said, I've been here since 2000. Since my first win. How's that? Steve will be able to tell that when he's doing massage.
First thing I said when I saw you up there, I said, that guy is going to be Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
I said, but I don't want to work on him because he's like 400 pounds of beef. I can't freaking work that guy. He looks tight.
Yeah. I was pretty tight, though.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. 16 weeks out.
I'll probably start July 1st, so that'll give me 5, 10, 14.
14.
Because I'll get some size before I start coming down. I'll try to go up to 295 and then fall where I fall. I'll see Melvin tomorrow.
Let's see, he was in yesterday.
Oh, he was?
Looks good.
Does he?
From having gone through that surgery. Maybe 6 weeks ago. And he was looking fat, right?
Yeah.
Came in yesterday and different person. Looks really good. Looks really good. Shoulder's working better. I'm working on a buddy of his, Lionel Brown.
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah, he's a pro now, right?
Yeah, just turned pro.
You get ready for a show?
Something like in 2 weeks or something. Less than 2 weeks.
He's a pro.
That's it, yeah.
Still tight though, right?
A little fibrous.
And it's been a lot worse, bro. You know I screamed in pain on that one.
Oh yeah, years ago. Couldn't even do that. Be shooting down your shoulder, your furrow patterns. Remember that?
Yeah. Pressure bar to get in there, he says.
Pressure bar. We need the pressure bar.
When you get a big old ass.
Exactly.
See, what is that shit right there?
Yeah, that's bound up tissue. Like adhesions right there. Feel that? That ridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that, Mitz?
Yeah, I see it.
It's pretty rough right there.
Quite rough there.
Oh, shit. That burns.
It hurts?
Of course it hurts.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt? No, it doesn't hurt. I mean, he's been pretty proactive with his body for years, as preventative wise, right, Jay? I mean, you've been starting. I think when you first started, you weren't doing much stretching at all, but you
I wasn't. You taught me a lot.
started to, integrate upper body. I think you did lower body stretches back then, but doing a lot of upper body, lat stretches, rotator cuff stretches.
See, what's that, Steve? That isn't my, huh?
It's a trigger point, like reacting, like just causing nerve entrapment right there.
Is that my sciatic nerve or no?
No, it's a response from your sciatic nerve. It's right by the piriformis, so it's a soft tissue trigger point that's stimulating that sciatic nerve response.
Make sure you get that, Mitz. That jumping.
You see that? That's just an involuntary reaction to the pressure. He's not doing that. I'm going to go in with a little smaller pressure bar, okay? So a little tighter, see if I can get a different response out of this.
It's definitely gotten worse the last few weeks.
Has it?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been training that much either, which is surprising,
Wait, you just took some time out of training?
Well, I just missed because I was traveling,
Just did cardio and stuff? Or?
I don't do any cardio.
What? You're off right now?
I don't do any cardio ever.
You gave that up, man?
Yeah, I don't do any.
It's overrated, right?
Yeah.
Jay's already increased the room temperature by 20 degrees.
Always.
I'm sweating, of course. It's like an oven. Serious, man. It's like, it becomes more and more important if you want to keep your tissue from contracting and causing spasms or getting a tear. Potentially, that's a big scare that I think the bodybuilders can experience is getting a tear, like a pec tear or something. So the harder you train, the more stress you put on those tendons, the more they can become dehydrated, the more they can become like ischemic or low in blood supply because they're tighter. And then when they get tight like that, they get brittle and they can tear. So by getting some deep tissue work and getting blood flow in there, it's basically a forced stretch into little attachments that you really can't get through stretching. It prevents potential tears or strains or pulls. So it can be very important, especially if you're a really tight kind of athlete, which all bodybuilders are, because they have so much mass in them. I think more and more athletes are starting to see the benefits. Just if you have a tissue that's nice and soft and pliable and contracts when you tell it to, you have more function. So it's about function. You get to a tissue that's really contracted and has trigger points, and you try to, if you're a runner, run through that, or if you're lifting weights, lift through that contraction. It'll pull or potentially tear or cause some nerve entrapment and injury from there on. So it's all about trying to preserve the body to get as much length out of your career as possible and best performance.
And like Steve said, I've been coming here for the greater part of, basically my whole professional career where it counts. And I came religiously. I mean, I came from when I started in 2000 with Steve. I think I started in March of 2000. I mean, he'll tell you I came every single week, even in the off season, until the time I moved away. And then I still, that was 2002, and then I still made an effort to come back for at least some sessions for every single contest I've competed in.
Yeah.
Probably 2005, I came back weekly for the last 8 weeks. I flew out here. I mean, it would take a whole day, but I'd fly out. He'd work on me for an hour, and I'd fly back to Vegas. And last year, I still saw him at the end. I always seem to come in definitely for the end of every show to have my body fat done and have Steve tell me how I look compared to years past. And every year I've been bigger and harder the last couple of years, and he's brought it. I basically won this year, and so like I said, I'm going to try to come more in 2007 than I have in the years past, so he could work on me. Steve has a special touch that, not that a lot of the other therapists are no good that work on me, but no one knows my body more than Steve, and Steve's, an ex-bodybuilder, so he knows how the body functions, not only by, his education, anatomy, physiology, or whatever. He knows what I'm talking about when I say I feel this when I'm training, because he's been through the same thing. So it's very, very important to have someone know, what you're feeling through personal experience rather than by books and what they learned you know, on their way up through education to what they do. This is the worst part right here, Mitts. Ah.
Everybody can't, you know. Jay lets me sink in as far as I can go on this, and the majority of people usually can't tolerate
The IT band is the worst.
that kind of pressure. But we worked it slowly over the years, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be really bad.
Yeah. It was still painful
Yeah.
around that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always feel better afterward. It's like an ebb and flow. It depends on how contracted and tight, or you know, have they. If somebody comes in and has never had any soft tissue work on the IT bands, like a bodybuilder, oh, they're going to be in a ton of pain. It's going to have a lot of contractions, a lot of little areas that are adhered to the underlying lateralis tissue, you know, vastus lateralis. So it's going to hurt. You know, that's going to make people cry. I'll go chest.
Yeah, obviously when I come to Steve in a steady schedule, it gets deeper and deeper, and he can take more. But when I pop back only at you know, every month or a few months or whatever, he can't beat me up too bad, or I won't come back.
But you can handle
I always
it.
come back.
Yeah, you can handle it. It just hurts more. When you're not
I'm still trying to figure out why the hell I paid for this.
Why do I hear that like all day long? I hear that all day long. It's like you guys must get together and say, Steve, you hurt me, and I pay you for it.
I know.
You know, you should. You should keep your pecs clear. You know how important it is
Yeah.
for the potential.
Right now, it's like I said, I haven't been training full capacity, so I'm
Right.
careful with the weights I use. But
You still doing flat bench?
yeah, I still do it, but I only go to 315.
End of the workout, kind of.
No, I do it in the beginning,
Are
actually.
you?
Yeah, but I warm up steady, and my rep range is very, very short. It's just, you know, just pump, and I tuck my chin really tight. So
Good. Yeah. So you don't wash the range of
yeah, I
motion.
just kind of,
Yeah.
you know, and I close grip. I don't go wide, so it's not.
That's smart. You don't need to risk it. It's not.
No, it's just
It's not really worth it.
because I get so much out of it. When I don't do it, my chest is never as sore. But when I do it, it's unbelievable how sore it gets.
You know, you put like a half inch on your.
I know, that's what I
mid-neck line,
mean.
You know, through this whole. I mean,
Yeah.
This used to be so hollow.
Yeah.
Compared to how it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think, you know, the flat benching's helped.
Well, you always have done it where you're trying to contract the muscle, not just trying to move the weight. That's
Yeah.
the difference. That's.
I mean, some days I do 275, you know. I won't go to 4 plates again, though. I don't think it's too dangerous now. So Steve's booked out all day. I called him and I said, I'm coming to town. I want to come Thursday morning at 6 a.m. But he said, no, I don't have it. So some other retard's taking 6 o'clock instead of me.
You can believe that.
So he said, how about Friday at 9? I said, how about Friday for 2 hours?
Kicking my ass for 2 hours.
If it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon and he was going home, it might be a different story, but he's still got the day left. He's not going to work on me for 2 hours.
You believe people coming in for this shift at 6 a.m.? You beat me here 10 times in the parking lot waiting. See, that's the dedication. That's the difference, you know.
I knew if I couldn't live all day knowing that I was going to get this torture, so I'd get it done at 6. So it would be over early, and I'd have the whole day to recover. I could never train on the days that I used to have the therapy because it was like a workout. It was going through a full body workout. I used to get so sore. My pecs will be really sore from this, though. I mean, Steve will tell you, people that come in here and they're right at the point of a tear. They're so tight and bound up. You know, bodybuilder likes to feel tight and full because it makes them feel bigger, but in reality, the muscle's not functioning correctly, and it's not a healthy muscle.
and they think they can just throw up weights and let the tendons do the work. You know, if the muscle's not contracting and it's just the tendons working, we got problems. You're gonna end up with a tear, and the tear's irreversible, and your career is over.
Yeah.
So my biggest fear as Mr. Olympia is, of course, tearing a muscle or getting injury that's threatening to my career. So I don't care how much it costs or how much time it takes. I mean, this is all part of my training and preparation to win another title. I can totally credit my success to a lot of his therapy. I mean, he'd worked me every single week in the beginning, and he was there for all the major victories, and I never knew about neuromuscular therapy. He introduced it to me. I used to go for massage, but you know, it's just not enough for someone my size. I mean, I have too much muscle mass to get just basic massage therapy. You know, you have to get in there with tools and pressure bars, and you know, you have to walk out of here with pain. Pain's a good thing in this type of therapy. No pain, no gain, you know it is.
Gotta put yourself in. And your arms are like this, you know. There's so much tightness and entrapment. And you see guys up there like that. It's pulling so far forward. You have so much attachment restriction, and that's the weakest part of the pec. The pec has all this huge attachment. And it's pulling from this little tiny attachment at the humerus. And, you know, this gets really tight and contracted. Like I said before, if it gets very brittle, you put a load under it, like a bench, and you get little micro tears. People feel it all the time, little sensitivity, that's micro tears, but then once it goes and pulls off the attachment, it's over. You know, plenty of guys have ruined their careers from a pec tear. That can happen anywhere in the body. I mean, that can happen in a leg, in an arm, a bicep, a tricep. So it's, I think it's just part, good preventative stuff that Jay recognized early on in his career, so it helped him extend the comfort level, enabled him to train at a good enough pace with minimal fear of tearing things. And it got you a lot of body awareness. He knows more about his body and tightness and tissues than he probably ever would have. And it's increasing your awareness being worked on. You know when something's tight and when it isn't. So a lot of guys don't. They have no idea. They're lifting heavy weights. They're all bulked up. They don't know when the tissue is pliable or functioning correctly and when it's tight.
So I feel good, so I'm ready to go for another week now. Gonna try to get out here again shortly so I can get tuned up.